This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome to the weekly Phrancko Zoom meeting for knitters of the Phrancko Sweater, which you can generate a pattern for at phrancko.com. And you can join us anytime. Anyone can join us if you're interested in knitting the sweater, or if you've started the sweater and have questions, or if you've ever knitted one. Please come join us. Hi, Sidra.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Judith.
Hello, Frank. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Serena.
Hello, Frank.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Rana.
Hello.
I assumed it would be a smaller meeting today, being New Year's Eve. Maybe we'll have an intimate group today.
How many did you have last week? I had to miss it.
Not many more. And by the way, I just posted the video, just like at 2:29, it finally got up. I was delinquent this week. I usually try to get it up by Thursday or Friday at least.
You got a good excuse.
I have a few things going on with the move and all, yes.
Is everybody
actually, how many
staying
people
home?
were there? Let me see. We can look at the thumbnail, and I think that was 1, 2. Well, I guess there were 8 people last week.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for Christmas Eve, that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. What are you working on, Serena?
I am repurposing this yarn, so I'm putting it on a Swift so I can tie it off and soak it and re-knit it.
Oh.
Was that the
I
hat?
have no idea what it was, but
Oh, that wasn't the hat you were doing last week.
no, but I'm still doing hats. And I did a partial one. I ran out of yarn, so this is wrong. This is not the same color.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to repurpose that one too.
Well, look at that. What a mess. I decided to try to enhance my picture a bit, and it over-enhanced. Let's see if I can fix that.
I've been doing a lot of that lately because I was looking at a top. I wasn't sure, where I was on it, and I found an error. So of course, rip. So it's only partially ripped out, but it was just a blatant error, and it was on the front, and I'm like, oh, that can't happen. So
I've done that.
Mm-hmm. I think we all have.
But I was on a phone call when I was ripping it, so I didn't even feel the pain. Otherwise, I would have been dwelling on it, but I talked the whole time, so.
Yeah. I always have to watch TV or something when I do that. I'm surprised Cindy's not here. She said she was going to be here.
Well, she was a little bit late last week.
She usually comes in a couple of minutes after everybody else, so maybe she'll come.
And Rana, you're gonna you will want to watch last week's episode to hear Cindy singing.
Oh boy!
Oh.
Yes.
Well, fortunately now you can, because I just posted it.
Right. You're gonna love it.
That's right. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was fun.
If anybody
I
missed
couldn't
it,
figure out why she needed video. She was going to just let us listen to the song, but then it all became clear.
that's
Right.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody staying home or going out?
Staying home.
Home.
Going out.
Oh, adventurous.
Well, okay. So normally in the past, I used to have New Year's Eve parties at my house, and then it went to a good friends of ours, And then when we moved up here, it was like, definitely nothing's happening. And we're going square dancing tonight. So
Oh, fun.
looking forward to that.
Fun.
Wow.
Oh, that will be great. I used to do exhibition square dancing.
What is that?
Really?
You go from time to time?
Well, it's square dancing with a little bit of
Extra.
more enthusiasm, and doing it sometimes for groups or different occasions.
Okay.
Did you
That's
have
what
a
my husband? Yeah, my husband was introduced to square dancing via exhibition. His friend was in exhibition. This is like in the early 20s, and they needed another dancer, and they go, George. So got into exhibition that way, and he had no idea what he was doing. So yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun. And then I ended up breaking my foot in 8 places, and so that kind of ended that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Did you have a costume?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
about a million petticoats, of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I was young, I grew up in Kansas City, and square dancing was huge. But I worked in a a malt shop. I basically did all kinds of ice cream treats, and we would get hordes of people coming in after their square dances for ice cream. It was kind of fun to see all the costumes, and
Yeah,
Well,
it was a lot of
worked
fun.
it off ahead of time. So that was kind of neat. They definitely deserved the ice cream, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had lines out the door back then. We would an ice cream cone was like 18 cents, and we would make over $1,000 a night.
Wow, I believe you.
There were 9 of us dipping ice cream.
Wow.
This is very hot in Kansas City, needless to say.
Well, Cedric, you'll have a good time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you dressing up?
Yep.
Fun.
You're not really square dancing if you don't have the attire.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people up here who don't, dress up. They, wear their jeans or whatever.
Yeah. Too bad square dancing isn't so popular anymore.
Right.
A lot of fun.
I think they still make them learn it in school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And
Hi,
there
Cindy.
he is. Hello,
Hi,
Cindy.
guys.
Hi, Cindy.
How's everybody? Hi, Cedric, Kathy, Frank, Rana, Judith, Kathy.
You sound like Miss
Joanna.
Nancy with her
I
mirror.
know. Do I sound like? Well, do you know that? Do you remember Nancy? What was it, Miss Nancy, the lady at Romper Room?
Yeah.
Whatever. I got to be on Romper Room when I was 4. I did.
Did you really?
I really
Oh,
did. I
goodness.
really did. My mom knew somebody who knew somebody, so I got to be one of the little Romper Room guys one day. I have my very own video.
Oh my gosh.
Hysterical.
I was always upset they never called my name.
Well, if you wanted particularly your name, then somebody needed to write them and tell them your name. They did very common names, but they also did ones from people if somebody wrote them a postcard. That was how it worked, Sidra. Sorry. It's the idea.
I guess my parents didn't love me.
Well, they might have not known that I mean, we were in Dallas, and Mom knew somebody that was associated with the show, and that was why.
And the show was from Dallas?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that was
I
where
haven't
I
even
went
been on a phone call with QVC.
That was where I went to be on. I haven't been on that either. That was my only television appearance. Can you guys hear it squeaking here?
No.
Do you hear it? Okay, okay, good. That's okay. I'm winding yarn. I'm doing the Andiamo light. And so I'm hand winding the ball. And it kind of does a little ee.
No, it's not coming through. You're fine.
Yeah, because my daughter is coming in just a little while, and I'm going to measure her, and so she wants a sweater, and very similar to the one that I did for her for the workhorse sweater is what she thinks she wants. So just a very plain pullover, but she really liked that Andiamo light yarn. So.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Phrancko question.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm sitting here because it took so long at the store. I don't have anything to do. So now I'm thinking,
Oh, this is dangerous.
Watch out.
Well, I want to test so Serena's doing the bottom up saddle shoulder, and I want to do the Phrancko top down saddle shoulder to test it. But I don't want to use up all that much yarn. So I'm going to do a baby sweater. And I have a little boy that I want to make it for. And I was thinking that, you know, at one of the shoulders to just do a button going across, you know, how you do that on the shoulders for a little kid's sweater so that their big fat heads can fit through. And
Oh.
Well,
anyway.
How old is he?
2. Well, he's
2. Okay.
almost 3, but he was quite premature. So he's pretty small, but he has big legs.
Because I've done ones for the kids that are like 3 or 4, and they fit fine with the head with the regular Phrancko.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
but that would be a cute sweater.
That would be a cute sweater
across there.
It would be a cute sweater. Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do.
What's your question?
And this is Sweden, so a nice big chunky sweater. But I'm not sure how to do it with the Phrancko, and I was wondering if anybody else had done it.
So were you going to do a saddle shoulder? Is that what you were saying? Yeah. I would think you could just do it and then maybe have an extra little piece that's
what underneath.
I thought. So you do a little placket in essence?
Yes, a placket. Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do on one side.
Yeah. So you just do the whole thing, but then leave one part not attached and do a little placket. So then you'd have your buttonhole.
You know, it'd be cute. You could do buttons on both sides. That would be cute.
Well, you could, and you could even do, this is totally cheating, but I've done it sewing, that you only have one side button and the other side is just the buttons are just sewed on the top. They really are buttons, but they don't button.
Right, they're fake. It's fake.
So it matches, but it's easy.
Right. The placket is just.
It's just on one side.
Just on one side.
Looks like Ron's trying to come in, but we don't see you, Ron.
Yeah, I don't see me either.
Oh, come on, Ron! You've got to see. I have something to show.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Here. How do you start your camera? Aha.
There you go. Now we see you.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm in the future theater that I was talking about last week.
Oh wow! Is this the new one or the old one where you're moving?
This is the new space.
The new one. Wow, fun.
We're assembling things today. The keys got turned over. What do you have to show me? I want to see it.
Oh, okay. Frank, can you spotlight me?
Yes. There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there they are.
And they fit me perfectly.
Good.
I was so excited. Two. They're the same even. They're the same. I am so impressed. I mean, I've done before a mitten and like one was a lot bigger than the other one, but these are both the same.
Can you remind us of what yarn that was?
This is hedgehog fibers. And
right,
the
right.
color was rose hip.
Uh,
Hedgehog fibers, soft yarn.
Beautiful.
So, yay!
Beautiful.
Yay.
I'm working at the theater today in my
Oh, in yours, yes, I
yeah,
love that.
so
The colors look so nice for that. Oh, look at
there I
Well,
am.
Nice.
Jerry got me flowers. He just
So I am so pleased with this because unlike everything else I've knitted for myself on a whim, I actually wear it. So and the collar is just settled in.
Yeah,
to like
it just
exactly
looks really nice. Yeah, it did. Just
what
like
I
what you
wanted.
wanted. Yeah. It
But
looks just very, very wearable.
Awesome.
it is. Well, I wanted to say hello to everyone. Well, I suppose I should get back into the thick of it here. Does anyone else have anything cool? Did I miss anything good? Oh, I guess I'll have to catch up next week.
All right. Well, don't work too hard.
I never
Happy
do.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Good
Happy
night.
New Year.
Happy New Year, Ron.
Bye.
I'm amazed.
See you next time. Congratulations on your
amazed.
socks.
Thank you.
Rona is trying to say something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm amazed how much your beard has grown.
Yeah.
I know. It just comes in. I need to recolor it too. I've got roots.
Oh, that's okay.
It just adds to
sound-
the distinguished character.
That's it. Me and my deep dignity.
Distinguished character. DC, yes.
See you all next year.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So I guess today is the day to reflect back on the previous year. Anybody got any thoughts about the previous year?
It went fast.
It did. Yes. They're all going way too fast.
Yes, it seems like it goes so much faster than it used to. It was like a year used to take forever, and now it just goes zip.
Just wait till next year.
Oh, don't say that. Do you think it's, I think it's a logarithmic progression though, not arithmetic. I really do, the way things speed up.
could be. Yeah.
So
Or
I did, how many sweaters did everybody do this year?
Oh, just
1, 2.
just this cardigan and the top. That's it. Wow.
I think I did 3 or 4.
I did 2 plus a shawl and plus some partials.
I just did the one Phrancko, but I did a lot of other things.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you did. Somehow you
I'm due for more Phrancko.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm finishing my 4th Phrancko. My butterfly sweater is almost done.
Oh, yay.
I have, I might as well show it since I said that. Let's see. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
No, isn't that great?
You've
Wow.
It is gorgeous. Now
it's got one completed sleeve and one almost completed sleeve. Almost
oh
down
yeah,
to the cuff.
it's very, very close.
And so then I just have the cuff and the neckline to do, and I'll be all
And
done.
that's a regular
I think
crew
it's-
neck, Frank?
It's a regular crew
The
neck.
regular
That's
crew
right.
neck, yeah.
The ribbing always pulls the collar in.
And
tight.
so how many colors on the butterfly?
The butterfly itself is 3 colors other than the background color. The background color is
Okay,
not a
all right.
butterfly.
Okay.
It's black, dark blue, and yellow ochre.
Ochre, yeah, yeah.
I
And when is that
especially
one coming out and
like,
cast on?
Yes, it'll be published on February 1st.
Ooh,
good.
okay. All right.
Cast
Okay.
On magazine, available at tkga.org.
That is going to be cool because the daughter that I'm making this sweater for loves butterflies. And I was just going to do a plain one, but she would really, really like that. So I should just do that. So I could figure out 3 other colors to do with the butterfly. I bet she'd really like it.
But she would.
I bet she would. That would be really cool.
And I'd love for you to make it. I'm dying for somebody else to make this and tell me.
Oh, I would like to. I think it'd be fun.
Reasonable. It's going to be published with 3 different size charts to fit 11 different sizes of published pattern.
Yeah.
I have been I'm sorry, not 11, 9 different sizes.
But still, yeah, she's kind of a medium-sized woman. I would say probably 10, ladies 10 or 12. So one of the smaller one probably. But I would go off her chest measurement, right? Just like the other stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be really cool. She would love me forever if I did that, Frank.
Hers is fun. I really like it.
Well, it's weird. It's like I didn't like it at first. I thought it was scary and hard. And then the little tiny bits that I've done, it's like, it's not. You just have to watch which way you cross and pay attention to your tension at those times. But it's not really hard.
It's not hard at all. It's no harder than paint by number paintings. Is anybody do that anymore? I used to do that as a kid.
I did too. I don't know.
I haven't seen any in ages, and I used to do it as a kid too. I liked it.
Yeah, but I
but it develops like that. You just you see it developing as you go, and it's really fun to see the thing growing, and each time you add a new color, you go, oh, that looks great with it too, and you get all excited.
Well, yeah, I would think so. So, oh, that'd be cool. Oh, I'm wondering if with this color, this is the mushroom is the color. And I'm all white. It's like mushroom.
Yes.
You could do a monarch butterfly.
I'm wondering about that. Wouldn't that be pretty with the
that would be
kind of purple and the black and that stuff? That could be really cool. Oh, I'm getting excited about this now.
The pattern I started from was a picture of a monarch butterfly. But I wasn't true to the colors, and by the time I was done, it wasn't even colored in the same fashion as a monarch butterfly. A monarch butterfly doesn't have one color on the top and another color on the bottom. I think it's basically orange and black.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look, but I do know that it does have some orange and black, and I'm not against it all having my very own kind of made up butterfly, but I think with the colors that she's doing, kind of that kind of orange or red orange with black, would be really pretty for that. Maybe even yellow or something. I don't know.
Ooh, yellow.
I'll have to audition some colors. I like doing that too. Let's just try this with this and see. So we have orange. This is 2. Let's see if we had those 2, but now look cool. That could look really pretty.
Yeah.
So
which one would be the body? The body of the sweater.
This is the body of the sweater. Is that mushroom? I've got
the butterfly will be bright.
3 huge schemes of the Indian will be bright on it. Yeah, on this just very plain. I think it'll show up really nicely. So it'll be fine.
Oh, that'll be great. Can't wait for you to do it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, Frank. Thank you for designing for me and for the rest of us, because I'm just I can do plain ones and I can do them where they fit really good and it looks really nice, but I'm not as much of a designer.
Have you watched any of my videos on Intarsia?
Yeah, I have.
Did you see the latest one I just published?
I saw that you published it. I have not watched that one yet. I was finishing my socks. I just finished the socks yesterday.
I don't think
That
there's
the one
much
with
new
the-
in it. There was only one new thing in it, and that is how to finish the chart and go back to knitting in the round. I discovered very late that what I was recommending was not actually accurate. It doesn't look right on the last row.
Okay.
So what I had recommended was if the final chart ended on a knit row, if the final row of the chart ended on a knit row, you could just keep knitting across the chart and then just keep knitting in the round after that. But what it does is it pulls up the previous row to be equal to the last row.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's not the right, it's one stitch off of being correct.
But just a tiny bit, yeah.
So I end the same way I start, which I think what I developed myself, and that is you do a short row turn
okay.
Do a turn. Even though you're knitting partially across the chart, and the row ends in the middle of the chart because your row end is always at the right
at the same place, right at the edge, yeah.
Which is this time is in the middle of the chart. And so you do a short row turn at that point, purl all the way around again, and you do a regular. I've already forgotten how I do it. Anyway,
you do the regular turn and then you
do the regular turn at that point, and then go all the way around, and then do a short row turn at that same point, and then reverse, and then
start to knit. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be neat. I'm excited about it.
I start the same way, and that's been consistent. Once I figured out, I think it's the second or third video, I finally said how to start. And on the row below, you knit to the place that you're going to do the color change on the next row. And you do a short row turn there. And then you're purling across the bottom row of the chart, the right side of the chart. And then you come back in the left side of the chart, still on row one, purling to the point where you started.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Well, if I have any questions, I know where to find you.
Yes.
Your dogs.
You're muted.
Yes, the dogs are going hysterical.
I said that may not be true because he's may disappear with his move.
I plan to be here every week. We are very fortunate. We are hiring people to do everything. And so we are actually going to spend a week in a hotel while the final packing and moving happens and settling in.
Oh, wonderful.
We're gonna leave a place that we're living in and then show up in the new place and live in it.
So it'll be like you're just on vacation for a week.
Just on vacation.
And let them do it.
For a week, that's right.
Are they unpacking too?
They're unpacking and arranging and everything.
Oh my goodness.
It's like HGTV. Yes, that's it.
Yes, I've done many moves in my life, and usually I'm doing them all by myself. It's finally wonderful to get to the place in life where I can just let everybody else do it for me, or hire people for me.
So do you take pictures of the before so they know how to do the after?
No, we're going through, we've already started this week going through examining everything, and the packer is making records of where everything in this location is supposed to go to in the other location.
Wow.
Very professional.
Who's that, Cindy?
This is my daughter, Katie. This is the one I'm doing the sweater for.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
The sweater, as if you've only done one. Which sweater?
Well, but the one that we're talking about, this
Oh, the
will be
butterfly sweater.
the butterfly sweater. Will
cool.
you show her the picture, Frank? Or show her your sweater, Frank?
Yes.
Lucky girl.
She is. She's a sweetie.
I already have one that mom knitted and it's my absolute favorite. So
Oh, wonderful.
she lets me wear it to the barn and that's where I spend a lot of time. So it's
Yes, I remember seeing the picture of you in that sweater.
You and the horse. Okay.
Oh, that is so
That is it.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
And we were talking about maybe doing it with the down, Frank. Here we go. There we go. There it is. Good. There it is. Talking about doing it with more kind of more
Perfect.
bright colors, that it would be orange and maybe yellow or orangey red. And then
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think that'd
great.
be cool. Would
I
you
love
like it?
Yeah. Okay, can you design one with a horse head next?
Oh, a horse head next.
Oh, sure. That would be very popular
Butterflies and
too,
horses are
wouldn't
my
it?
favorite.
Yeah. Katie teaches horseback riding and vaulting, which is the gymnastics on horseback. And she's done that for a little more than 20 years now. Yeah.
Lucky you. I hope you love your job.
She does. Well, and if any of you ever get to Seattle area, you can go and see the horses and she'll let you see them. I told you, Judith, if you come.
I wish I could fly. I would be there in a second. Oh.
We would love to have you. And actually any of you is always welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. One of these years we have to do a retreat.
I know. I still think we should have the Phrancko retreat.
Phrancko retreat. That would be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? It really would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They can't hear the well. Now can you hear the squeaky noise?
No.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit.
every so often.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. See, you can't hear it when I have the headphones on, but when I just turned it on the regular mic, you can. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Well, Katie came over so I can measure her, and then Frank's pattern is going to be out February 1st. Oh, cool. So I can start the shoulders and get going, and then it's going to have the chart for how to do all the colors, and you can choose colors.
Oh, I'm excited. That'll be fun.
And you know what you can do, Cindy, is you can actually use a Phrancko pattern to get the
yes, I will
measurement, and then just use the chart.
Just for
Choose the right chart.
Yep.
It's the right width for the one. There'll be 3 different widths of the chart.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do for sure. Yeah, you have really spoiled me, Frank, for being able to just knit the fabric that I want with the needles that I want, so it looks the way that I want to, and then make it fit.
Yeah.
And that's so much easier.
Isn't it?
Well, and the sweaters always fit. I've done 4 this year. We were saying if what we'd done in the year, and so I've done 4. So
That's impressive.
That is really impressive.
Yeah.
I had someone write me this week and say her friend had entered the gauge incorrectly. And so she was trying to she was trying to match the gauge with other needles.
Oh no.
And I wrote back, I said, that's the whole point. You don't have to match somebody else's gauge or even your own incorrect gauge. I can easily change the gauge for you, even if you purchase the pattern. So I did that. And so
that's great. Thank you.
You should know that I'm happy to do that. Happy to fix any measurements or gauge after you purchased it in case you made a mistake.
Yeah, you've saved a lot of us.
Yeah.
I know there was one of the very earliest ones that I did that I entered the arm length measurement wrong, which kind of would have been okay. We could have done the thing, but it was like the arms were like long enough for a gorilla. I mean, they were like really, really long. And it's like, I'm looking at this, it's like, this is not right.
Yeah,
I did catch it when it was still looking at the schematic before I.
Oh, good. A lot of arm measurements that patterns have are measuring from the center of the back.
Oh, okay.
And so if you look up measurements of arm length, it's often much longer than mine should be. It's from the underarm.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Frank, I have a question on the sleeve. It's Sidra. I'm changing my sweater from having it come down to the wrist to be like 3/4. And on the pattern, it says for the cuff to go down, you know, take out like, I think it's 6 stitches or something like that for the cuff. But I do the same thing for, you know, the same 6 stitches for the mid arm, or do I have to recalculate something or what?
Well, it all depends on how tight you want the cuff to be.
Okay.
That adjustment is actually completely optional. Some people don't want the cuff to pull in at all. So you can at one extreme just knit the ribbing using the same needles and the same number of stitches. The other thing you can do is just use a smaller needle, but the same number of stitches. And that's what I'm doing on this sweater for some reason. But if you really want it to tighten up, then what that is 10% of the stitches.
Okay.
So maybe there were 60 or so stitches around the sleeve at the cuff. So the 6-inch decrease was reducing the number by 10%.
Okay, that'll help. Well, let me show you my sweater.
You can go from one to the other. And
yes, it's like,
yeah.
So,
oh,
I've been working on the arm.
Yes. And
Nice.
Is that about where you're going to end it?
It's going to go down another, I think, inch and a half.
I see.
You know, so, but yeah. And I did, you know, on the bottom of the sweater, I did, you know, take out the stitches, kept the same needle size, and it's like, it's a little bit more snug than I wanted it to be, but it'll be okay.
You did take out the stitches, but you used the larger needles. That's another option. So there's all kinds of options. It all depends on how you want it to fit.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, I did one more.
Owl.
So not enough contrast in this to really make it look good.
Is it a cat or an owl?
It's an owl.
It's an owl. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so,
the lack of contrast does make it a little hard to see.
It really does. So I'll make another one, but a different color.
Yeah.
So I'm done with pot holders until my sweater's done.
Did you give them all away for Christmas?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this one's going to be mine because the color contrast is not very good.
Right. I understand.
And it has another day to go into the wash. So.
Oh.
Who else has anything to share? Nobody?
I can show you the hat I finished today.
Oh, that's
Oh, that is so cute.
I like the
Wait, let me spotlight you. There.
chevron. It's nice.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Cute.
Very nice.
Now,
And I finished some socks. So
Oh my gosh, look at that.
oh,
And what yarn is that?
this is from Australia. I don't remember the name. I won it.
Oh, wow.
I won it from a YouTuber from Australia, and I managed to get 2 pairs of socks out of it since they're shorty socks.
Cute.
how did you win it? What did you do to win?
Well, she was just a brand new YouTuber, and she started a Ravelry page, which she doesn't really maintain the Ravelry page. And she said, well, let's knit something and then we'll be in a contest. I don't even remember what it was, and I won.
Oh, nice.
And she sent me yarn and some stitch markers and things like that. I was thrilled, and it's so beautiful. It's from, I think it's from a dyer in Australia. So I guess I need to try to find that name for you.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I like to help other knitters and YouTubers. So if you can find her name
Well, her name is Alexandra, but she didn't dye the yarn. And she mostly does Vlogmas.
What's that?
and every now and then she'll do a YouTube video in between. Vlogmas is like for December, they do their daily life every day in December.
Mine would be.
I've never heard of it either. So that was my first time to hear about Vlogmas. And this year I watched hers and a couple of other ladies that she mentioned. They're also in Australia, that she watches their Vlogmas. So I was just curious, you know, about these other people she mentioned. And she's very big into Desert Vista Dye Works. Have you heard of that?
No.
They have a sock club, I think, and she knits like 12 socks, you know, one for each month for whatever they send.
Oh, wow. Oh, I have a friend, speaking of socks, who got a 3D sock printer for a 3D printed sock loom for Christmas. That's what she got.
Dang, I don't even know what that could look like.
Well, we have knitting club on the 20th in January this month, and I'm going to ask her if I can take a picture and you know, or a video of her doing it, so I can show you guys, because I've never seen anything like it, but somebody invented it. A little sock loom out of 3D printed.
Now, I do have an acquaintance who restores old sock machines.
Oh, wow.
And she knits all of her sock on that kind of machine, which, you know, I'd never heard of. So I had to look it up on the internet, and it's just fascinating. Yes. But the old ones are all metal pieces.
Yes. Yes.
I've seen some that look like they're more plastic, but she likes to do that, and it's like they're very, very expensive from what I understand. But
how do you do a heel on a machine?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm going to get all the details.
All right.
I would think it would be a tube, wouldn't it? Just be
It's a tube, but I bet you what she does is she does a tube, and then she'll do the heel by hand.
Or maybe you can do short rows on the tube. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
You can. I'm sure you can do short rows on the tube, because even though it's a circle and it's going around and around, you don't have to do the circle.
Yeah.
You could do, I'm sure, flat knitting on it. So
yes. It's a different setup. There's a few YouTubes you can watch that could show you how it works. I can't tell you which one. I don't have any name, but I remember watching some, and I remember seeing one with one done with 3D printer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's I think it was expensive still, but it might be easier to get than those made from how do you say, steel, because they're more rare.
Mm-hmm.
So. Did I say something wrong? Everyone went quiet.
Whatever you said was a conversation stopper.
I'm so sorry. That was not my intention.
No, I think we all just got focused on what we're doing here.
My hands are sweaty.
I'm here. I'm listening. I was measuring them, but I'm still listening to you guys. We're looking at picking out colors.
And
for the tree.
Well, we haven't yet, and I'd have to get different yarn, but we're just kind of looking at colors. So it's like, okay, so here's the one we do this for. This is really a very, very, almost a black purple.
Yes.
And then, so did you like those?
I think I like those ones.
Get the brighter blue. You don't think you like that one better? The brighter blue.
They're all good.
She really likes the blue and the.
Ooh, nice color combination.
What would you think?
I like the
Doesn't
green.
look like a real butterfly, but I like the colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Well,
There's
this
that,
isn't a
and
real
then-
butterfly either. It's just what you want to do.
I know it can be your very own. Okay,
That's
and
right.
then let's try
Butterflies come in all kinds of colors.
They really do. We have
shapes.
some here that are like this pale blue that are just with a little purple. It's really gorgeous.
Some are actually a translucent blue, and I bet that blue you've got.
That would
there-
be really pretty.
Very
Oh, that
much
would be really pretty with that. Okay, so here we go.
Ooh,
This shows up more red than it really is. It's
I
more orangey. So do that kind of orangey with that. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm thinking of doing my hoodie in high desert. I saw you just held up high desert yarn.
Yeah,
I
I don't know which one it was.
the worsted.
Yes, here we go.
weight.
Bing.
The worsted weight. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I can't tell what the color is. I should know, but I'm not figuring it out.
Gorgeous.
But it is. It's a little bit more oranger than it looks redder. It's a real red orange.
Uh-huh.
But
I knitted some samples with that yarn, and I really liked working with it. So I think
Sounds nice with
it's
it,
to do with sweater yarn.
What's the fiber content of that high desert?
I'll
High
see
desert?
exactly. It's
100% USA grown Shaniko, SHANIKO wool. It's not superwash.
Maybe it's a breed of wolf, Shaniko.
It is.
I've not
Yeah.
heard that breed before,
neither.
but I'm thinking the way they've written it, it probably is. Okay, if we would do this and this kind of color, what suggestion would you think to go with this color?
Navy blue.
Navy
one.
blue?
That'd be pretty. And then maybe that green. That's too bright.
It's too bright. Okay.
Not dark enough.
I might not have navy right here yet.
That dark purple is as close as you have.
What about dark brown? Dark brown and yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
good. You need a high contrast between the background and the edge of the butterfly.
So
That's
what third color would you put
Yeah,
with
you need a
something like
third
this,
color.
like this little blue? For this would be the kind of the edging, and this
Yep.
would. So what would you do for a third color?
There's a purple back there that's pretty.
I would do a bright yellowy orange,
That'd be pretty cute.
gold or something. That's such a great contrast color.
I'm just pulling stuff out. Oh yes, that would go.
Mhm.
Ooh,
This is
that's
like-
pretty.
This is lighter. This is not as bright as it looks on here.
Yeah,
It
that's
is-
pretty.
It actually goes good with that.
That's good.
With the purple.
Nice.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
that
that
might
would
be.
nice.
That would be good. That one could work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good ideas. I await the pattern coming out February 1st. Katie's excited.
Yay.
Yeah, her eyes just lit up.
It was nice to meet her. I'm so glad you brought her in to meet us.
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad that I kind of thought about when you were doing this, Frank, and I knew I was going to do the sweater for her. And it's like, I'm so glad I thought about doing the butterfly, because it's like, I like doing plain ones, but I also like doing something special and unique that just fits the person
Mhm.
and their personality. So
Let's see. Serena's been busy in chat to give us information about the yarns and things she's been talking about. First is 3 Cats Yarn Twisty Sock yarn from Australia. And it's hand dyed from Sydney, Australia, located at www.3 3catsyarn.com.au. What is Firebound? Is that the
Fiberbound is the lady
Fiberbound.
I want it from that
Oh, I see.
YouTubes.
Fiberbound is her channel? Is that true?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
YouTube for Alexandra. Well, thank you, Serena, for sharing that information.
You're welcome. I may have to buy some yarn from them as we talk. I'm thinking, well, why haven't I bought yarn from some 3 Cats yarn? They gave me some, or somebody gave me some. So I should buy some. I bet the shipping would be ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. I've gone some from Skeins, Skeinz, that are in Australia, and it wasn't that bad.
Really? Well, then
Yeah.
I should give them some business. Oh gosh, I love blues and greens, and this is stunning. So that's.
Oh yeah.
That's
Ooh.
pretty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be pretty. The lights kind of.
Can see it. It's really nice.
I'll have to test that out. That's 27. I'll have to test that out. There, yeah, they deserve my business.
I have a couple of friends that are anxious to start their what they call their 2023 weather scarf.
Oh.
And from what I understand, you take the temperature where you are every day, and you have colors designating the different levels of the temperature, and you do a few, I don't know how many rows or something, so that when you're finished, you have a color weather scarf that tells you how the whole year went. You just do a little bit. You have it in the corner, you've got your colors, and depending on the weather that day, you do so many rows, and just, just a little bit, because you're dealing with 365 days, right?
Yeah.
I probably should find out more about it before I talk about it, because I don't ask me any questions.
Some of
those, and they sound like a lot of fun, and just something you have to be diligent about, and you pick whatever you want for like the 50s, 60s, 70s, temperature.
Yeah.
Some of the ladies here at the local yarn store did them, and most of them did a little scarf where they would just do 2 rows. They just do over and back each day. And then one woman decided she was going to do, get this, a queen size blanket.
Wow.
And she did it, and it ended up beautiful, but it was just like this. By the time she got to like February, she was like, I can't believe I said I was going to do this. But she did do it, and it turned out beautifully. But the thing that they did all find out is you need to be careful about the temperatures from your place, where you are. And some people chose the high and some people chose the low. But for a lot of ours, it was like, I don't know, like 80%, it was between, and at first they had just were chosen one color between like 40 and 49 or something. And it's like, so this huge thing of it was just all the same color. And there was hardly anything that had different colors. So you want to look at what is the temperature where you are, and then choose. And so some of what they had to do to get a little more color into it as they started doing it was to, it's kind of, okay, we're changing every 3 degrees or every 4 degrees for this part that we always are, it's 43, it's 47, it's 42, it's 46, so they changed so that they would have some variation in it. And then it's like for the higher temps, like we never get to like 90 or over. It was kind of like, okay, 90 to 105 is the same one because we only use 2 little lines of that all year or something. So choose your colors and adjust them accordingly to what your average temperatures are.
Yeah, makes sense.
Otherwise, you're going to have just this whole thing that's all the same color. At least if the temperature is like
true in San Francisco, because it's almost always between 45 and 55 during the day.
Right.
Or, well, maybe 45 to 65 actually.
But still, it's like, okay, a lot of
very
them,
moderate.
Some of the things they suggest, it's like one color for 10 degrees. It's like, well, but if you only ever go 20 degrees for all year, it's like there's nothing else. It's not very exciting.
Then we'd need 12 colors. One for -20, one for -10.
Well, you could even like do things like thrums. If there's snow, you could put little puffs in it or something.
That's a great. I love that. We'd have a lot of puffs. Oh, I got to send everyone a picture yesterday. We had a chance of snow, 1 inch. And we woke up and we had about a foot.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Maybe they put that inch mark wrong.
I sent my sister the picture and she said, they might as well say chance of snow, your guess is as good as mine.
Exactly.
Or it's going to snow. We don't know how much.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so we have a lot of snow right now and more snow coming, which is wonderful because, it's so dry most of the year. It's exorbitantly expensive to water. So.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain in this.
We have too.
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple of more minutes. Anybody have something they need to get in before we finish?
Judith?
Oh, Rana, yay, good, you remembered.
Me again. Okay. I'm back to working on my dicky, so I haven't done much because I finished my sleeveless top.
Nice.
That's cute. I love that. I love that.
Oh, that's great. That is very, very good. I like the neckline a lot.
Judith, you are so creative. It's unbelievable.
Twisted ribs.
Oh, very nice.
I have my sweater with the same yarn.
What a nice
very,
set.
Very nice. Beautiful.
You look so smart in all of that.
Oh, and I like that.
Oh, that's lovely.
The bottom edging, it's beautiful. Yes. Is that like
That's
moss or is it garter?
Yeah, your hem came out great.
I love that.
So,
aren't you cozy now?
I am. It's so hot. I never thought that a yarn that is not as thick as I knitted before would be that warm. It's half wool, half alpaca.
Alpaca is very warm.
Yeah, that's what I heard, but that's the first time I've been wearing something made out of it, and it's true. And because I'm spotlighted, I'm even warmer. So
you can feel the heat.
So did you make up that pattern for the top, or is it a particular pattern that you followed?
For the cardigan, no, I followed a pattern. For the top, I've picked a few ideas and made it my own way.
Perfect.
But,
yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you very much.
The neckline is just fits perfect.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really really nice.
Thank you. I'm glad to be able to show it to you. It's in French, there's a word when you're wearing something for the first time. I don't know if there's something in English, or you just say, I'm wearing it for the first time.
That's what we
I
say.
would think you'd just say, yeah, I don't think there's
What is it in
So
French?
what's the French word?
Étraîner.
Étraîner?
Étraîner, ouais. It means
Étraîner?
étraîner.
Étraîner?
Étraîner, yeah. It's
Étraîner.
I think it's E. I hope I'm not gonna spell it. I'm not gonna make a fool of it.
Okay. Well, we don't know anyway. We don't know. I know
It's
zero
fine.
French, so, or zero any other language. So.
Judith,
So-
you have to stop waiting until somebody points to you to show us things. We would have missed that beautiful thing if you had not been called on by Rana or somebody. Thank you for showing it. It was lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for being here on New Year's Eve. And I hope your new year is as wonderful as the last one, which I hope was also wonderful.
Happy
And
New
if
Year.
not, I hope the new year is so much better
And healthier.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
healthier for all of us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Bye-bye.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
See
Year.
you next week.
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.